We mentioned Sam Bankman-Fried. He's the crypto dude who stole all the money. That's Tucker Carlson on the left. There's Sam Bankman-Fried on the right. He stole a ton of money. Like, it was this huge.
How much?
It was a lot. I think. Fuck. Sam Bankman-Fried stole how much?
Frank, yeah, I did try the blue.
Yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried was found to have stolen $8 billion.
$8 billion? Okay, you moron. Of course you're gonna get caught. You're stealing a lot of fucking money. $8 billion.
And he was living in the Bahamas too, dude.
What a dumb fuck.
He was living in the Bahamas, you know. Anyway, but he's in the same jail as Diddy.
Oh.
So him and Diddy.
Is he? How long is he behind? Oh, 25 years. Okay.
Yeah, he got a ton of time. He ain't got nowhere.
$8 billion. What a dumb.
Okay, let's watch this. Let's watch him talk about Diddy.
You know, from that perspective, it's so hard to do anything. We don't have the digital world.
Tommy got a
that
funny
voice.
So, like, have you made friends there? Are you hanging with Diddy? I think he's in there with you.
He is. And I don't know. You know, he's been kind. I've made some friends. It's a weird environment. You know, it's sort of a combination of a few other high profile cases and then a lot of, you know, ex-gangsters or sort of, you know, alleged ex-gangsters.
Yeah. Definitely alleged. So what's Diddy like?
You know, obviously I've only seen one piece of him, which is, you know, Diddy in prison.
Oh, sorry.
You know, he's been kind to people in the unit. He's been kind to me. It's also it's a position no one wants to be in. You know, obviously he doesn't. I don't. As you said, it's kind of a soul crushing place for the world in general. And you know, what we see are just the people that are around us on the inside rather than who we are on the outside.
Oh, I'm sure. And I mean, you're two of the most famous prisoners in the world in the same unit. What do the armed robbers think?
Well, it's a really interesting question. And of course, some of them are, I think are thinking like, wow, this is sort of a big opportunity. Like, you know, to meet people they wouldn't otherwise get to meet, which is and shocking that. Right? It makes sense from their perspective, but like, boy, that's not how I think about prison.
Sorry to laugh. No, that's such a good. I bet it's not how you think about it. No,
it's not. And laughing's all you can do sometimes. You know, there's no better alternative. They're good at chess. That's one thing I learned. Like, you know, former armed robbers who don't speak English, and you know, probably didn't graduate middle school, are a surprising number of them are like fairly good at chess. Like, you know, I'm not saying they're grandmasters, but like, you know, I lose games to them all the time. I was not expecting that.
Wow.
Okay. He has the silliest voice.
Yeah, you can imagine doing like that. Hey, Lexi, can we go with you?
How many billions you have?
Would you play my balls? Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird, you know. It's a little weird. Sam Bankman-Fried, ladies and gentlemen, Diddy's roommate.
Diddy's a roommate.
Say Diddy's surprisingly nice. He definitely got some Diddy baby oil stash in his house.
I'm sure.
You remember his girlfriend she was sleeping with everyone too? Dude, it was...
Who?
His girlfriend.
Who's his girlfriend?
Hold on, Sam Bankman-Fried girlfriend. I think she got some jail time as well.
She looks young.
Huh? Caroline, is that a name? Yeah. Do we mean
Oh, so beautiful.
Lexi's a freaking hater.
I'm sorry, that is not a flattering picture.
She got 2 years for her role in the game.
Former crypto executive Caroline Ellison sentenced to 2 years in prison and ordered to forfeit $11 billion for her role in stealing billions from FTX customers. Ellison, a star witness, helped put ex-boyfriend Sam Bankman-Fried behind bars, showing little emotion as she left the New York City courtroom, but inside issuing a tearful apology, saying, "I can't even imagine the pain I caused." The sentencing comes months after Ellison pleaded guilty to fraud and became the prosecution's linchpin testimony against Bankman-Fried, the disgraced FTX founder for whom she ran Alameda Research, a crypto hedge fund connected to FTX. At its peak in 2022, FTX was valued at $32 billion. Its name emblazoned on the Miami Heat's basketball arena and huge stars appearing in its ads, from Tom Brady.
What's up, guys? I'm here with my boy Sam from FTX.
To Larry David.
It's a safe and
Oh, I remember this. This was a Super Bowl commercial.
I don't think so.
Ellison, Bankman-Fried, and co-workers even living in a $35 million Bahamas penthouse. But then came the crash.
Yeah, I remember that they were in the Bahamas. Oh, I might as well finish playing it so y'all can see. They were in the Bahamas, dude.
When crypto prices plummeted in 2022 and a leaked document spooked investors, dragging FTX and Alameda into bankruptcy.
It does appear that they are filing Chapter 11.
Bankman-Fried was later found guilty of siphoning $8 billion
Damn,
from
Robin,
FTX
you're
customers
cold.
with Ellison's help and using it to plug holes in debt and bad investments at Alameda.
I made a lot of mistakes or things I would give anything to be able to do over again. I didn't ever try to commit fraud on anyone.
After Bankman-Fried was dramatically arrested and extradited from the Bahamas, Ellison flipped on her ex-boyfriend, cooperating with the investigation, according to prosecutors.
Damn,
The
you're
federal
cool.
probation department recommended no jail time, but rather supervised release, though the judge said there would be no get-out-of-jail-free card.
Do you think some prison time would have been appropriate regardless of her level of cooperation?
Her role in the crime was so significant that she could have likely stopped it at any time. And also just the size of the fraud, the scale matters in a white collar crime like this. And so because the scale was just off the charts, as a result, it appears the judge decided that some level of prison time was required.
Bankman-Fried was found guilty of money laundering and fraud and sentenced to 25 years in prison. Time he's serving in Brooklyn's infamous Metropolitan Detention Center, where 3 sources tell NBC New York he's living in the same unit as Sean Diddy Combs. Bankman-Fried still denying virtually any criminal wrongdoing and trying to get his case retried.
All right, with that, Sam Brock joined.
I hope. I wonder if he stashed any money though.
Like some Cayman Islands accounts.
No, it could be in crypto. It could be in Bitcoin. Because in Bitcoin, once you know the codes in your head, and let's be honest, a lot of these crypto dudes are very smart, right? These tech guys. So all he got to do is remember this code, and he got like freaking a couple $1 billion waiting for him when he get out.
Oh, the poor thing.
I'm just saying.
A couple billion.
He might. Did she have something why continue the relationship after he's made his mark? No, but I mean, Brittany, they didn't fall apart until the very end, like after the collapse, and everything happened quickly. You know what I mean? It's always some crazy scam with the tech guys. You all remember Elizabeth Holmes?
That sounds familiar.
There's whole movies about her and shit like that. She's the same thing. So she created this company called Theranos, right? And dude, now she scammed some people as well. Because Theranos was supposed to be this thing wherein
What's up, Crystal?
once he made money, why continue dating that? She worked as a part of the company, Brittany. Dropping off cans.
Bless.
Thank you. Anyway, so she created this company called Theranos. And hold it, you had really famous big name investors in this. Crypto is some bullshit. So you can get some dudes in there who are not like, you get high profile guys, right? But I'm talking like high profile, legit guys who don't mess with crypto, invest in her company, Theranos. And what it was this machine that you take a drop of blood from you and you drop it in, and it should test you for a whole array of diseases from this just one drop, you see? Mm-hmm. And so everyone was like, wow, that's freaking great, because you have one machine that could perform like 40, 50 fucking tests. However, the machine never really worked. So what they were doing was taking that drop of blood and running tests on it off off the scene and then putting it back in the machine, being like, "Oh, here's your results." You see?
Yeah.
And so a ton of people bought in.
I just don't understand how people, like, you're gonna get caught. They think that everyone thinks that they can outsmart everyone just because.
I mean, but they get it going until the company, people start coming for their money. That's when it goes sideways. But this is her. You know?
Is there anything that you want to say?
Elizabeth Holmes speaking out for the first time since being convicted of fraud, in a voice far different than the one she used as CEO of her failed biotech company Theranos.
She didn't resemble the iconic image we all remember of her time as CEO.
And she had this deep voice, like when she talks.
Crimson lipstick and green juices.
She even used
First they think you're crazy, then they fight you, and then all of a sudden you change the world.
The baritone voice is now gone. She just talks in a normal.
Hold on, guys, listen to one more time, guys. Guys,
crimson lipstick and green juices.
First they think you're crazy, then they fight you, and then all of a sudden you change the world.
See, now if her and Sam switched voices, I think it would be a little more fitting.
No, but her voice was the thing, because it freaks so many people out. People hear her voice and be like, "Holy shit, did you all hear that?" Okay.
People think they would.
Yeah, okay, so listen to
her tone voice is now gone. She just talks in a normal voice.
In an interview with People
That wasn't
magazine
even a real
from the
voice?
Texas federal prison where she served nearly 2 years of her sentence for defrauding investors in her billion-dollar startup, Holmes saying, quote, "It's been hell and torture to be here." Holmes revealing there's not a day that she hasn't continued working on her research and inventions from behind bars, saying that she's committed to her dream of making affordable healthcare solutions available to everyone.
She doesn't think she defrauded anyone or lied to anyone. She believes in the technology and believed, one day, potentially, if she had more time, she would have changed the world, and wants to try to do that when she gets out.
Hello, Walgreens. Welcome to Theranos.
Oh, they did a movie.
Riveted the public and inspired a TV series and documentary. Patients who used Theranos' medical devices for blood tests testified that they received false diagnoses from miscarriages and diseases like HIV.
Terrible.
Following a nearly 4-month
What a piece of
trial,
shit.
Holmes was found guilty of fraud and sentenced to 11 years in prison, which has already been reduced to 9 for good behavior. Holmes is expected to be released in 2032, and she continues to appeal her sentence. In the meantime, Holmes' daily life looks far different than during her years as a biotech trailblazer. By 8 a.m., Holmes begins her work as a reentry clerk, helping women inmates write resumes and prepare to apply for government benefits upon their release from prison. She also teaches French classes. Twice a week, she sees her 2 young children and her partner, Billy Evans. Holmes' first child was born just before her trial began, and her second 3 months before she reported to federal prison. Their time together, the highlight of Holmes' days behind bars, saying goodbye the hardest part. Holmes and
What
her
does her
co-defendant
actual
Sunny
voice sound
Balwani
like?
were
'Cause
also
that was
ordered to
crazy.
pay $452 million in
Okay, let me see. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Holmes says that she's speaking out now because
Okay, hold on. Elizabeth Holmes' voice change.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Elizabeth Holmes, the convicted fraudster and former CEO of blood testing startup Theranos, often surprised people with her unusually deep voice.
Sure. Over the last 11 years, we've reinvented the traditional laboratory infrastructure. Well, it's wonderful to be here. I started this company because
it's wonderful
Those
to be here.
such as Stanford professor Phyllis Gardner, claimed that Elizabeth Holmes did not have the deep voice back then.
And what about the deep voice? Did she have the deep voice when you were dealing with her?
No, I was shocked when I heard her voice because I'd met her before. That is a voice you don't forget in a woman.
Oh, hello.
So what did her real voice sound like? There are old interviews floating around on the web in which she sounded quite different.
Get to it.
it turned out he had a nub on his elbow, and we talked to our lab team, and they said, okay, you can do the drawing.
He had
so
a
they
nub
did
on his
this,
elbow.
what would have been a finger
But
stick
why
on
is
this
that your
little
fake
nub
voice? That's what you go for?
Yeah, but it worked. It worked though.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Over the last 11 years, we've reinvented the traditional laboratory infrastructure.
It works
In a
though.
2023 interview with the New York Times, shortly before she was due to begin an 11-year
It's a
sentence
crazy
for fraud, Elizabeth Holmes finally admitted that the voice was fake. The former Silicon Valley CEO said she had faked her voice in order to be taken more seriously and to not be seen as a little
Yeah, okay.
So to be seen as a big boy.
But it worked though because when you hear the voice, people are like, okay, this chick legit, you know?
I would probably laugh.
Dude, the first round of investors who she had for her company, I mean, General Mathis, he was the Secretary of Defense for Trump during his first term.
Okay.
I mean, like heavy hitters. There was no small dudes on there. Everyone in there was a fucking heavy hitter. So she robbed some fucking legit guys who would know to do their due diligence. But she bullshit all these motherfuckers, you know?
That voice is crazy.
She even bullshit like Walmart or Walgreens because one of them bought some of the machines, right? And then Theranos was like, don't worry, we can do the testing for you or something like that. Because the machines didn't fucking work.
Thank you very much. That's crazy.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to achieve the American dream, you got to know how to bullshit next level, okay?
Change that voice of yours.
Bullshit next level, okay? Why going, hi, my name's Lexi. Yo, motherfuckers, what's up? My name's Lexi, okay? And I'm here to lay some pipe.
Damn straight.
That kind of shit. See, a guy never forget that. That guy be like, oh, goddamn, I won't work with her. This is a boss.
Yeah. Got 3 legs.